Yo, what's up, everyone? This is Mr. CC, and we are back with our co-host here, Mr. AC. So ako nga pala si Jewel Evangelio, and kasama ko are a new addition in our podcast, uh, Clyde Hoyno. So Clyde, may gusto kayong shoutouts?
Shout out to all my friends. So yeah,
And siguro this is a new feature sa... Siguro hindi naman new because CrossCard started with podcast talaga, pure podcast. And we transitioned into a more local business na media, sports media. We met a lot of players. We created a lot of leagues. And right now, we're just chilling. It's the season. Playoff season na tayo and
yes, NBA.
siguro ngayon mag-usap lang kami ni Clyde ng anything about the NBA. So Clyde, are you ready?
Ready?
Sige, let's start. So siguro first sa ating siguro before lang, siguro quick lang siguro kamusta ka man?
Alive. Very
Kumusta-
alive.
kumusta Holy Week?
Very, Holy Week was exhausting in a way na madaming trips. Yeah, it was mostly fun naman. And I'm here right now. So yeah, I'm a bit rested galing sa trips but yeah, I'm doing well.
All right. Okay,
I
let's
hope you are too.
I am and I'm also ready to go back sa classic. Back to work tomorrow and yun. Let's siguro before that, let's just chill. Let's talk about the NBA. Sige, let's start. This segment is siguro para sa ating mga reels, para sa ating TikTok. So, let's start with siguro, ako I am known as someone who is not a fan of Lebron. And you are someone who's, I believe, is a fan of the Lakers or Lebron.
I would say Lakers first, then LeBron. A bit of a fan.
So, sino goat mo?
MJ. Yeah, sorry guys, I'm old school.
Okay, let's start. Okay, let's play a game wherein we keep or cut LeBron teammates. So we have
Right.
Clyde here and we will come to a conclusion kung i-keep natin or cut. So yeah, first player, Kyrie Irving. Keep or cut. So
Keep.
dapat may apat tayo i-keep, meron tayong apat na i-cut. So first player, Kyrie Irving.
Keep
So bakit?
Kyrie, of course, is the first or no, not the first. Would say second, yeah. He had Dwayne Wade, then Kyrie, and of course, who will forget that Game 7 uh, fade away against Curry. So that was a monumental moment, not just for Kyrie but for LeBron because he missed that shot. They might lose that game, and of course, their Game 6 performance,
Tama.
two of them. So he is a legit Robin to LeBron's Batman,
Yan,
and that alone,
and also
you cannot cut him.
So, hindi mag-factor yung pagiging flat earther niya.
That's outside basketball. We're
Diligyan mo
gonna talk
lang,
about we're gonna talk about basketball alone,
Yeah, okay.
basketball accomplishment. Outside basketball na kasi yung flat
Okay.
earther and all his other previews or yung mga dati niyang questionable to other people. It's quite questionable. He's quite odd.
Feel ko
I
maganda
don't
rin
know
siya
until
kasi,
now, but there was a time he was really odd.
yeah.
But basketball wise, he's the best ball handler, as
Okay.
AI would say.
Alright, sige ito. Kevin Love.
Wait, Kevin Love. I'm torn. Kevin Love. I would say, how many teammates are there?
8.
No,
Oh.
are you gonna? Do I have
Nine.
the chance to
De,
know?
blind ranking man to. I blind picking. So,
Oh, Kevin Love. I would say cut.
cut. So, lagay natin siya sa cut. Bakit?
I would say cut because si Kevin Love, he was a beast in Minnesota. When he moved to the Cavs, he became a sidekick, a really good one too. But he was supposed to be that monster rebounder, the double guy. He's still doing that with the Cavs, but not on par with his with the production he's known for. The expectations just didn't
Pero still, they want a
reach.
ring out of it.
Yeah, but the baseline now is Kyrie, right? Kyrie was Kyrie. He's never become a worse player with LeBron or anywhere he went, he's still Kyrie. But Kevin Love from Minnesota to from the Wolves to the Cavs is just a downgrade individually. Yeah, he helped LeBron win, but I would say I will have to cut him.
Okay. Yeah, good take. Okay, number 3, Ray Allen.
I can't cut Ray, man. He saved LeBron's legacy,
Legacy.
man. That crazy game six baseline three over Parker. That was one of probably one of the clutchest buckets. It's right up there because yeah, I watched that game live too. I was in college when
Sugal
that
ka
game
nun.
happened.
Nagsugal ka nun.
No, I don't do that.
Don't gamble, kids.
I'm a I happen to have bad luck in terms of gambling, but I did watch that game and it seemed really over. When LeBron missed that shot, and somehow went to Bosch and Ray hit that three. So I think basketball, especially in pro level, NBA level, there are it's just the whole thing. Like, for example, Kevin Love and Kyrie. When you asked me to cut them, that was because they were supposed to be superstars alongside LeBron. But with Ray Allen, it's a different context because he literally did save LeBron with that shot, and he was supposed to be, di ba? He's gonna be a catch and shooter for the Heat because he's past his prime, and he did that, and he can. I would say it's really like more than he was supposed to do that bucket
Yeah,
with what
so
he did.
it was a life-changing bucket. Legacy-changing
Legacy
bucket.
changing, legacy saving.
Sige. Kyrie, Allen,
I have Kyrie and Allen.
sa ating keep. Ang cut
Yes.
natin kasi
So
Kevin
far,
Love.
Love.
So far, Kevin Love. Sige.
Still
Shaq.
my turn.
Ah,
Oh, I
yun na
have
to.
to cut Shaq. He's way past his prime. That's easy.
Okay, sige. Shaq, so dalawa na.
That's easy. Shaq is not Shaq anymore.
Ito. Dwayne Wade.
Of course. That's the guy who taught him to win.
Third na.
Should I even explain that? I think
No
that's
need.
very self-explanatory.
Ito. So may dalawa tayo na iwan na. So may isang there's one available in keep and one available at cut.
Right. Hit me.
AD.
AD keep. Yeah. Some
Keep.
would say the bubble title isn't a title, isn't a legit or isn't like it's just a phony title or whatever. But I would say no. AD. Well, AD did carry LeBron in a lot of their I would say playoff series or even the season. Right. There were seasons which LeBron kind of stepped back and AD became the centerpiece of everything Lakers. So I would keep AD.
Okay, last. Bosch.
Oh shit, that
So cut na talaga.
damn.
Cut na talaga si
Bosch,
Lebron.
but that's only because I would say this is hard, but I would say there's the three of them. I would justify it.
Go.
Okay, with the Bosch cutting Bosch over AD because if I had to put them side by side, I would still pick AD over Bosch. Simply because it was down to a duo with the Lakers. But with the Heat, there's three of them. And of course, during that time, it was I wouldn't say easier, not to nothing against Bosch, but that was the start of the Big Three era, like the thing that LeBron started, the Warriors copied, and so on. Right? So they started that, and of course, I would say I was watching those games. Teams really had a hard time figuring that setup, and
Pero i-cut mo.
yeah, I would really prefer AD.
Okay.
Sorry, boss.
Okay.
You're still
Okay, so you're
love my face.
keeping Kyrie,
Kyrie, Ray,
Ray Allen,
Dwayne.
Dwayne Wade, and Anthony
Wade,
Davis. And you're cutting Kevin Love, Shaq, and Bosch. Sige, okay.
Is it your turn?
Okay, it's,
What's it?
iba na naman na question. Iba na naman to. Ito na, next. So this next segment, Kai, uh, NBA Draft, Warriors Edition. So, we'll be naming our Warriors NBA Draft all time. So, ako siguro una kasi marami. Sige, on the first pick, on my point guard, let's go with Wardell Stephen Curry. Let's go.
That's
I think
self-explanatory.
he's the greatest Warrior of all time. Ikaw.
Yes, no argument.
Sige, sino first pick mo sa ano mo? Draft.
Since you pick Curry, then I have to go. This is hard. This is hard. But yeah, I will go with KD.
So, KD, the snake. The
Yes.
snake. All right. Sige, so,
KD will get you with that.
okay, so, so sorry, bye, but I think that I'm gonna pair Stephen Curry with Mr. 100 point himself, or
Well,
Mr. The allegedly 100 point, no video, no video evidence, 100 point, Will Chamberlain. So at my point guard, Stephen Curry. At my center, Will
I would have to go with Clay. Of course.
Clay. So
Clay.
KD and
The splash bro.
okay,
The what's his record? 36 point in a quarter.
37.
37 in a quarter. 2015, I think.
Right.
It's hard to top.
Okay, so on my fourth, I think na maganda to sila na duo
That's
sa
third. Third.
in my
So
third
you're
pala
on your
sa aking power forward position. This will be a good front court. Front court ba yung center and power forward, no? Front court, I'm going with Chris Webber.
Oh yeah, C
Yeah.
Web was a warrior. I
Yeah.
remember that.
Ikaw ba?
Wait, are we picking them on their prime or during their time?
All time, all time.
But is it like during their time with Warriors? Because I will argue with Gil. Gil was a warrior, but he
Pwede.
was.
Pwede ba?
Can
Good.
I pick him na like Gil in Wizards, then
Oh.
put him in the Warriors?
Yeah, let's
But
go.
sorry, Gil, not yet. I will go with Chris Mullen.
Chris Mullen, the lefty sharpshooter.
And I think he's really underrated, and I happen to watch a lot of videos, YouTube videos from, of course, from whom we copied this, the players podcasts, and they're recently they've been talking a lot about Chris Mullen and how he affected the game, and yeah, he's one of the best warriors, I would say.
Okay. So akin, at my shooting guard position, one of the faces of the We Believe Warriors. Let's go
Oh
with
yeah,
Jason Richardson.
Jason Richards. Yeah, I know who's next for me.
Sige, ikaw ba?
I would say yeah, even though it was a short stint, BDD,
Huh?
not the DD.
BDD.
BDD. You don't know who
DD?
BDD is?
Didi?
Come on, man. Baron Davis,
Baron
man.
Davis by
Dunk over
goodbye.
AK-47.
Over
man.
AK-47.
And
Abay. Oh,
shirt pull, and the
very
shirt pull.
very iconic. Okay, on my last
Iconic.
pick as my
oh, he's just picking 5. All right.
so on my last pick, he is with everybody. Let's try to quote Max Kellerman.
Yeah, what did he say?
Kalimutan ko, pero with everything on the line, aliens in Earth and laser beaming on us, I'm picking Iguodala
Oh,
as
I
the
knew.
stopper for KD.
I was gonna pick him, but you got him first. So
Alright.
all right.
Ano na missing sa'yo?
I know who I'm gonna pick. This is regardless of position.
Last pick.
Gil, sorry, still not you. I have to say Monta Ellis.
Monte Ellis.
Because
Monte Ellis.
well, he was growing up, high school, when I was watching this guy, he's barely 6'2", but that leaping ability, that athleticism, and yeah, he's part of the We Believe Warriors. I would argue I would pick Stephen Jackson too,
Stephen
but yeah,
Jackson,
I would go for Monte Ellis.
Alright, sige. Okay, so that was the part, that was our Lakers, Warriors draft.
Warriors draft.
Alright. Sige, on the next part of our, let's go to Chrome. Alright. We will be solving this puzzle game, this NBA puzzle game. Let's go. So, Brooklyn Nets. Who is a player who is part of Brooklyn Nets and Bucks?
Players who played for both teams, right? That's the game.
Okay, game.
Okay.
By easy lang, Brook Lopez.
Brook Lopez, yeah. Nets first.
Yeah. Sige,
Bucks
Fico, kaya
second.
natin na ma-perfect ba? Bucks, Orlando.
Bucks or
Na-jinx ko na agad ba?
Bucks Magic.
Na-jinx ko agad ba?
Nah, I don't know, man. Bucks Magic.
Mahirap Bucks, no?
Actually, small team, small market team.
Torrey Craig.
Torrey Craig, I'm not sure.
Lisod pa kita
I think we
napili.
have to skip that.
Okay, let's skip. Okay, exit mo yan. Bucks and Jazz.
Bucks.
Grayson Allen? Nag-Jazz pa si Grayson Allen?
Yes.
Grayson Allen. Yes, sir.
Correct.
NBA Sicko.
Nets and Raptors. I know.
BC.
BC. But
Vince
I would
Carter.
say I have another answer.
Sige.
Andrea Bargnani.
Andrea Kads. Gusto
BC is easy. Let's go for the hard one.
Okay. Alright.
All right.
First
See?
pick. First pick.
That's the
First round
First
pick.
round pick by the Raptors.
T-Mac. Tracy McGrady.
T-Mac.
Tracy.
That could also be VC.
Pwede ba si BC din?
Pwede si VC.
Orlando man si BC, no?
Then we are now
Rudy
with-
Gay.
Yeah, Rudy Gay.
RUDY.
Rudy Gay.
We're in our bag, man!
Kings and
Mag-shades na
Nets.
siguro sa nandaya, guy. Kings and Nets. BC.
Still VC?
Wala pa
Oh,
man si
yeah,
BC.
yeah.
Wala pa natin nagigamit
he
natin
became
BC
a
card.
journeyman.
Bye.
Late in his career, so yes.
Vince Carter. Yan.
Yes.
Orlando Kings.
Orlando Kings. I think
Pwede po si BC, no? Matt Barnes.
Matt Barnes. Yes. Matt
Hey! I'm in my bag!
Barnes.
Rudy Gay din yan ba? Zebo?
Yeah, but you cannot have
Pwede
two
una.
answers. No, not Zebo. Not Zebo, man.
Paul Millsap?
Davion Mitchell.
Huh?
Yeah.
Davion Mitchell. Yung naglaro bago
Yes.
lang sa ano?
No? Oh, damn. Wala
Okay
di
na,
ay.
mix mo siguro siya kay Mitchell Donovan sa Jazz.
No, kay
Wala ba siya
Kingsman.
Wala ba siya nag-Jazz?
Pero dili amo gani pero ay abi na ko nag-on sila nag-abot.
Mitchell and
So
Mitchell.
wala di ay. So lahi.
Sige, let's go with balik tayo dun sa first daw.
Try Earl Boykins. Not
Earl
sure.
Boykins.
Earl Boykins. Boy na boy.
Yan na, Earl Boykins. Yan.
Oh,
In
yeah.
his
Lucky.
bag. Isa na lang, bay.
Lucky shot.
Isa na lang, bay. Kings and Jazz.
I think.
Jazz.
I think. Oh. Just try Jared Bayless. Bayless.
Think
No.
it's time to press
Take the
the
hint.
the hint,
Yeah.
bay. Sige, bay. Let's go with the hint na. Yan. Sige, click. Okay, which among the players? League mga deep pool ni tanan bay, no? Kelly Olynyk. Ay, dili.
No.
Wesley Matthews. Parang Wesley Matthews.
Parang Wesley.
Wesley Matthews.
Or
Pinutin mo.
Alec Burke.
Wesley Matthews yan. Okay. Oh!
Burks.
Alec Burks cards.
Ayun.
Alright. Sige. Okay.
I didn't
let's-
think Alec Burks, pero yeah, forgot.
Okay, so far, those were the segments we have prepared for you. We have 3 more, so let's move on. Okay. Moving on. Who will age better in 5 years?
All right, that's
So I have 3 questions for you. You can share your verdict. Siguro ako pod kung sa podang ako. Okay? First one, Luke or Shea?
Hard.
Diba?
Luka, Shea. Damn, man. Already? Agad-agad? Will it easier? Oh, come on.
Only
man.
tough questions. Only tough
All
questions.
right. Luka, Shea. Better. Age better.
Who will age better in 5 years?
This is very subjective, but I will go with Luka. Because he's not relying so much on athleticism. He's never been quick. Well, he's deceptively deceptively quick, but not Shea quick. Shea is really is also very crafty, but I'm looking at this in a physical perspective. Both guys are crafty. That's no question. But if there's someone who's relying more on athleticism, it's Shea. Because as a he's also a big guard. He's 6'5", but he's really quick, and he's not right now. Even in his prime, he's not really like uber athletic, but he's still using a lot of that compared to Luca, where Luca is just it's just crafty. It's just a more terrific feel for the game, and of course this is not a shot against Shea. He wouldn't be MVP caliber if he doesn't have that feel of the game within him. But yeah, it's just for me. I think it's Luca. That game, that type of game would last for a long time in the league. I think.
Ako, Luka. For me, Luka also, but I get your point. But if we can compare their career side by side, siguro medyo similar siya. I think that Luka
Yes,
is
actually.
uh, lamang siya when it comes to the playoff experience because Shea started off with maybe a lot of years wherein he hasn't been in the postseason. Luka, I think in second or third season already in the playoffs. So I also want to uh give Luka the edge, but it's it's very ironic thinking that Shea has the higher percentage on getting his first MVP than Luka.
Well, that's because of their circumstances.
Yeah, team
Yeah,
circumstances.
because I don't know if you agree, but if you look at Shea right now, based on my observation, again, I could be wrong. This is just my opinion, but it seems like what Shea is going through right now is the same with what Luca was going through on that time he was supposed to be MVP, but he lost to, I think, to Jokic. I'm not sure. Was it yeah, was it the Joker? But you could argue that he was really playing that MVP level. Like, what season was that? I think that was 2022. And right now, I think Shea is highly similar with that Luca season, that Luca supposedly MVP season. So yeah,
But,
that's something I think that you can't overlook.
but still, we're going to give the edge to Luka.
Luca, yeah.
Okay, next question:
Common answer, Luca.
Trey or Tyler Hero? So Trey Young or
Trey
Tyler Hero?
Young, Tyler Hero. I like Trey's game, but Tyler Hero's game I think is more sustainable in the long run because I kind of see a bit of Ray Allen in his game actually.
I think a main difference nila is Trey is like a system.
Yeah, and that will be the challenge for him if he moves to another team. What if he's no longer the main man? How will we adjust? Right? So
So for you, Tyler.
I think Tyler Hero simply because his game can fit anywhere.
Okay.
Because he doesn't have to have the ball all the time.
Yeah, but me as a Trey Trey Sim
Chase him. Yeah. Trey is like
Trey Glazer, I'm leaning on
Trey
Trey Young.
Glazer.
Ang iniisip ko, bro, iniisip ko, Clyde, I, I want to think of it like a Jalen Brunson situation wherein initially he has a team wherein
Mm.
he had postseason success. You know, the time where Luka and Brunson was successful in the postseason. But when Brunson left for another team, he elevated this game. So I'm hoping or another Steve Nash.
But I think I don't know. Again, just another opinion,
Go lang.
another point of view from where I'm looking. Bronson and Trey Young's career are kind of opposite, right?
Uh,
Because Bronson started as
and
unheard of player.
uh,
He's supposed to be just a backup, and then he blossomed into a star. but Trey started as a star
Star.
already. So where does he go from there?
Yeah.
Does he diminish his stardom to win, or will he be continue to be that guy, or will he like step back a bit, or
Alam mo yung comparison na like Jason Tatum is the LeBron James of Tobias Harris's.
wow, that's
Alam mo yan?
that is a lot to think about. Like,
Pero
wait,
you
what
get
do you
the
mean? But yeah, I get
Jason
it. But
Tatum is the LeBron James
I have
of
to digest
Tobias
that.
Harris's.
Um,
Gets
quite. I think that's a bit unfair for Jason Tatum.
so for something like that. So in that comparison, Trey Young,
But they have a point too.
yeah,
I'm
go
really
go.
thinking about it. Like, how do you justify that? Right.
I just hear it on memes, sa mga Instagram posts. So for me, Trey Young is the Steve Nash of Stephen Curry's.
Wow. Wow.
Ah, wait,
Steve Nash of Stephen Curry.
yeah,
That
or
that guy did win 2 MVPs.
Trey Young is the
How has Nash become underrated when he won 2 MVPs, right? But okay, yeah, I get the point.
Pero yeah. Okay, going back. Verdict. Trey or Hero?
Hero. Yeah.
Trey.
Hero.
Okay,
Okay.
let's next question. Agree to disagree.
You have agreed to disagree, finally.
Okay. Jokic or Giannis in 5 years?
Jokic. Because again, going back to the Shea, and actually this is to me this is an easier question to answer. We did the Luka and Shea comparison, and this is the Luka and Shea comparison at the center or power forward position. And yeah, like I said with Luka, Jokic has been playing like that. He's never been explosive. He doesn't run fast, he doesn't jump high. It's like you could argue, right? Jokic is the center of is the center counterpart of Luka. And Shea is Yanis. Yanis also makes plays, right? But before Shea, Yanis has been compared to Westbrook. It's like just a tall Russell Westbrook, stat sheet stuffer, that kind. And I think in 5 years, of course, this is I go back to as to why this is an easy question to answer. Yanis has been relying on his athleticism throughout his career. So when that diminishes, his game will be less effective. I think he will adapt. Let's not forget that Yanis has that workhorse mentality and winner mentality. He did win a ring, but when you base solely on their play style, that kind of play style, he has to adjust a lot. Yanis, but Jokic, he's gonna be the same. It's not gonna change at all. It's basically just waiting for, God forbid, any injury that will forbid him from moving the way he's been moving. But other than that, it's just age. If it's just it's just the age was gonna be holding him back. It's not gonna affect him so much.
All right. So
That's a long
again,
answer.
Jokic over Giannis.
Yep.
Me too. I think Jokic is a far more has a far more brighter future than Giannis. I think that both teams are currently, you know, has controversy within their uh management at the moment. I think
Yeah.
the Nuggets
Individually.
just fired Mike Malone,
Yeah, that's weird.
and
That,
Giannis is trying to passively uh let the management know that if you won't give me another star or another uh another teammate
I
or
might go to the Warriors.
Warriors then. All right. Okay, that ends this segment. So again, Jokic or Giannis?
Jokic. So we have,
Jokic.
yeah, I did answer with Luka. I had Luka, Tyler Hero, and Jokic.
Okay, mine is Luka, Trey Young, and Jokic. Okay, let's go with our Lakers draft. Okay. On this next one, We will be drafting Lakers team all time with Clyde as the first pick.
Well, if you're gonna give me the first pick, hmm, I'm looking at this at how you will build your team, right? So I was gonna say Kobe, but no, I'm gonna pick Shaq,
Shaq. So first pick.
the most dominant player of all time.
All right.
And my argument to that is, if you're gonna build a starting five, yeah, you can make the argument you'll build it around Kobe. You can. He has one, but if you're gonna start right and knowing that what it's going to be, I still go with Shaq because you can surround Shaq with a lesser Kobe type player and still win. But with Kobe, yeah, he won with Pau Lamar. But I just think this is just my strategy. If I'm gonna win a Laker all time starting five, I'm gonna start with Shaq.
All right. I'm starting the Black Mamba RIP. Let's go with Kobe Bryant. Di ko na kailangan i-explain.
Yes, that's I had to explain because it has to be. I think it has to be Kobe, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like, in a strategy standpoint, Shaq is also a very, it's very enticing to pick.
All right. Second pick.
Yeah, that's mine, right? So many Laker greats. Oh yeah, I know, of course. Irvin Magic Johnson, man.
Gets mo yun.
Yeah, well, that's magic, man. When there's been a lot of iconic performances by Magic, right? Carried the team with Kareem injured. I did not forget Kareem, but you already have Shaq. Shaq is there. I would pair him with Magic that hasn't been seen. We did have highlights of Magic and Kareem, but no Shaq and Magic. I want to see that. So that's why I'm. If you're not gonna pick Kareem, well, that's you're next.
Sorry, bro. I think there's still a lot of options when it comes to Laker big man, but uh, as much as I don't like picking him, I'm picking LeBron James. So
Oh,
Kobe and LeBron James, back-to-back picks. No need to explain.
yeah, that's LeBron.
Who's your third pick?
Oh yeah, I missed that actually. I was supposed to pick, but okay, Magic and LeBron. That's not too bad. Well, third, I would have Kareem.
Kareem.
Going old school here.
So
I would have Kareem.
spacing would be so bad, man.
Not really. Kareem can just do the hook shots from
Three
from
points.
from the perimeter. He does that.
All right.
Yeah. I'm maybe in today's game. Well, actually, in today's game, they
Mm.
will they will feast, man. They will feast from the inside. They will punish everyone. Shaq at center, Kareem at power forward. Those are it should be two centers right there, but I will really take full advantage of that and punish everyone down low.
All right. And my third pick. So it's like para siyang ano no,
Kareem,
old school
Shaq.
versus new school because I'm picking on my
Not
third pick
necessarily.
Mr. Fragile himself, Anthony Davis.
All right. So yeah, you're really going.
New school.
Yes, you're really going modern. So I'm now on my fourth, right? Hmm.
Robert Sacre.
Fuck. Throw in who's that guy? Black, Tariq Black as well. No, no, man. Come on, man. I think I'm going with. Yeah, this is redundant. Not Pau. He's redundant. I'm thinking Lamar, but no. Who else in there?
Jeremy Lin.
Though they're great, Jerry West is great, but I don't know if his game translates to this era.
Sabi ko,
I don't know.
Jeremy Lin.
Nah, sorry, Jeremy. I'll put you in the bench.
Giwave
But
niya ba yan si Kobe?
if it's Linsanity, during your Linsanity, you'll be on. Won't even make it to the bench. But it's one of my favorites though. Anyway, who else? Laker. Name Lakers. Name Laker players.
Meron ako in mind pero I won't tell you ba.
Oh, okay. So that's how it's gonna be. No sharing. All right. All
Pwede
right.
rin bigay
All
ba
right.
no?
All
Mura kung
right.
sa
No
mo, no?
sharing. What other great Lakers? I'm thinking Eddie Jones, but he's not that great. Sorry, Eddie Jones.
Bay, marami bay. Showtime Lakers.
Showtime, yeah. Show I know, but I'm thinking about the superstars.
James Worthy. James Worthy.
I don't really like. I will put him on the bench though. But this is the starting five. Come on,
Uh,
man. I have Magic. I have two centers. I need a forward, a small forward, and a shooting guard.
Meta World Peace.
This is so hard, Jerry West. I don't know, man. I don't know if you're.
DH12.
He's a great exec though. Dwight Howard now. No, I'm still thinking. I might go Byron Scott, but did he make the All Star team?
Yeah, he did.
He did. Oh, Kobe is taken, man. He's
Dennis Rodman. Bay.
nah. Okay, I'll go with Byron Scott.
All right. Okay,
It's taking too long.
I'm going with
That's my
Will
fourth.
Chamberlain as my center.
Okay.
So good front court that would match the front court of Clyde. But this time, but mine has more space because of AD.
All
So
right.
I
So
only
my
have one left point guard. Sa'yo.
small forward. So I'm pondering Lamar Odom or Meta World War. That's a Meta World. Yeah, I'd say Meta World Peace. Ron Artest. He's just tenacious, and
Uh,
he's a better glue guy. If he's gonna be a glue guy than Lamar, I think Lamar's ego wouldn't be accepting that role.
okay. At my point guard, let's go with Steve Nash.
Oh yeah, fuck man.
So, uh, comment down below who has the better team. Okay. And our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 last segment for our podcast. Give me 5 of your NBA players that you are most excited for.
For the playoff.
Yes.
This is
So
for the
for this coming
playoffs.
playoffs. So pwede tayo mag
Mm.
ikaw muna tas ako.
Are we gonna explain why?
Yeah, if you want.
All right. So let's go. Let's take turns. Okay.
Yeah.
First, yeah. I know you would say this, but yeah, since I'm the first one to pick LeBron James. Yeah, I will expound a little bit because of his illustrious career, and because this is his probably final second to the last, or a third year might be a stretch, but he has very few years left, and I want to see that man. Maybe if he doesn't win the championship, just really go deep, have a deep playoff run, and if it doesn't happen, I just want to see him like really perform, like because I want to see this old dude really, change the change how the game is seen in that regard, that he's exceeded father time. So to be able to see him really exceed expectations in terms of um individual performance, it would be a sight to see. So that's why I'm so excited for LeBron.
Right. And on my turn, I'm excited for Jimmy Butler the
Yeah,
third,
Jimmy. Yeah, Jimmy.
because I
No doubt.
think that it's been a while since he has been the number 2 in a contender. Back in Miami Heat, he all eyes were on him, and right now he has all the time of the world, all the space in the world, because all eyes are on Stephen Curry
Yep.
and him with his being a foul merchant. Yun,
Foul
I
March.
think 18 free throws per game. So I think that it excites me because I think he might get his first ring if they could go all the way. Right? How about you, man?
That's true. So second one, I would have to say Kawhi.
First LT run loss.
No, I
First
want to
LT
see
run.
Kawhi because the playoffs are full of these twists and turns, these unexpected storylines, and I like that. I like those. And Kawhi hasn't played like himself since 2019. I want to see that Kawhi, that Kawhi who won the Raptors.
All
It
right.
would be interesting. But that is a stretch, but that's what I'm excited about.
All right. And my number 2 for me, give me Anthony Davis. Anthony
You're eliminated, dude.
Edwards. Anthony Edwards. Give me Anthony Edwards since He led the NBA in 3 points,
Yep.
and last year they went into a deep playoff run
Mhm.
up until the Western Conference Finals, and right now they just body bag the number 3 Lakers.
Yep.
I think that this is a very
It's just game one though.
still it's still the first game, but still uh I think that with the coach of Minnesota Timberwolves has outsmarted
Mhm.
JJ Redick, who is still a first season a rookie coach, would struggle in the playoffs. But two great minds like Luca and LeBron can still adjust. But I'm hoping for another deep playoff run from the Western Conference. Uh, Final contender last year, Minnesota Timberwolves with the addition of DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo, tama ba ako?
Yeah, he hit that absurd buzzer
And
beater.
Julius Randle.
Juice Randle.
So I think that it's a new era for. And don't
Wolves.
how can we forget Naz Reid?
Nasrid, yeah.
23 points kanina.
McDaniels.
Okay. How about you, man? Third pick nimo.
Third, I would say Jason Tatum
Mr.
because he has
Jason
that.
Tatum no aura. Jason
Because
no aura Tatum.
yeah, but he has a lot to prove this time. And actually, I don't think this is a bad thing to hope for, but I hope the Celtics struggle a little and Jason Tatum will just carry them because the storyline has been it's easy because it's Boston because they're loaded, right? And with that Olympic controversial benching of Tatum, he hasn't really like exploded. We were expecting him to have a season with a vengeance, but that's not important really because they're the Boston Celtics, right? So I want him to really like blow up in the playoffs, really explode, and really show people that because I think the guy is he's kind of overhated because he's nonchalant,
No aura.
no auras, that sort of thing. But he can play, and I think it's the right time for him to show the naysayers that oh I can carry the Celtics when everyone isn't playing as on par. So that's my third, Jason Tatum.
Okay, on my third, you can call him Demetrius
Demetrius
Ja Moran.
Jama
So
Ja.
I think that it's been a resurgence for Ja Moran ever since he has
He's gonna
came
be suspended, man, because he's gonna be doing that
doing a new
those
celebration.
crazy celebrations, forbidden celebrations. You
Fortnite
won't see him
emotes.
play. You won't see him play. Just kidding.
But still, I'm really excited on. I mean, recently when he played against the Warriors, he had some T-Mac like finishes off
Yep.
the backboard.
Mhm.
So I think that
Heroes.
it's something that the NBA really looked forward when he started breaking out. But you know what happened, the gun situation and all. So, but still, right now he is in the playoffs. Last year he has been suspended, he has been injured, and right now everybody is in here for a treat for another Jamorant uh entertaining playoff run. All right. So, how about you, man? Fourth pick.
Fourth, I would say Dame, because the window for Dame to prove himself is really closing, and this is probably one of his last two times. I think maybe last next year if he doesn't do something crazy this playoffs, that will really like prove people that Dame isn't this guy. And he's also quite he's relatively old. He's in his mid 30s now. So he has to really help Giannis. And because if he doesn't, if he well he did that last year, but with Dame and Giannis, 30 plus is just you get so used to those kind of numbers. You you oftentimes like forget that it's something difficult. But I guess for with Dame, he has to be really like special. Not necessarily like exceed 30 points or 40 points, but those points that he's making, it has to be like impactful, right? Not just like getting the numbers type of points because the team, I think they were just blown out by. I saw the game earlier. They were blown out by Pacers, and I don't know what's wrong with Bucks, but they seem to be struggling against the Pacers. It's been known. It's been like it's become a one of those historic flaws for the Bucks. So Dame got mad, right? It's like he was joing Halliburton, Hallie. So I want him to I hope he comes back for game two, and from that like really take off.
All right. And on my fourth pick, I think that this is cheating a little bit, but
Cheating a little bit.
the Cleveland Cavaliers as a whole, I'm
As a whole,
excited
all
on
right.
their run because I think that this is the first time that they have been in the first seed without LeBron James.
Yep,
And
they're the number one team, right?
if they, I mean, if they have a chance to go all the way to the finals, they have the chance to change the legacy of the Cleveland Cavaliers. And I mean, as a LeBron hater,
Oh my!
that's something good for me, man. So that's my fourth pick. D. Mitch,
Watch out
Darius
for the
Garland,
LeBron fanboys.
Evan
Watch
Mobley and the boys, Jared Allen and the boys. All right, fifth pick for you.
fifth pick. Yeah, I'm quite torn. I'm thinking Luca or Nikola Jokic. I think I will go for Luca because of the for this storyline alone. Traded, that really lackluster trade, that highly controversial trade. I hope that something comes out of it this season. That means Luca really exceeding expectations, or not exceeding expectations, but like a slap to the face of the Mavs organization if he wins it all the way, or not necessarily win it all the way. If they reach even just the finals, that's saying a lot about that move, and that will like really prove that Luca is you don't trade your superstars. And yeah, I think just because of the story alone, I'm going for Luca.
Yeah, that's also my fifth pick, man. Fifth
Come
pick
on,
na, no?
man. No,
Iba na lang, iba na lang.
no copies, man. Pick another dude.
Sige, I want to pick, I think that Jalen Brunson is a
Yeah,
great
yeah.
pick,
You beat
man.
me with Jalen
Yeah, I
Brunson in
think
2K,
Jalen
man.
Brunson is a great pick, man, because I mean recently they just won against the Pistons where they ended it with a 21-0 run. So, the Villanova voice is really fun to root for.
Yep.
So, I think that this postseason is a little bit different than the previous seasons because they have Big Purr. And I think it's a way that to tell and I think that East right now is wide open. I mean, aside from the Boston Celtics, but no more Jimmy B, a struggling Giannis, uh, no more LeBron James. I mean, for how many years I think, but I think that East right now is very wide open, and anyone could get it.
Yeah, and I would like to. Can I double down a bit on that Bronson pick? Simply because Bronson is like the shortest guy out in that in the options in the conversation. It's like it's barely 6'2", I think, and that's if he does something really special this postseason. That's that's a lot of a inspiration to all the ballers, all the Filipinos, of course, mostly because this is supposed to be a tall guy sport, and yeah, we know that 6'2" in the NBA is short, and if he does that, we have 6'2" players here. There's a lot of them now, so if they see someone does that in the NBA level, become a superstar and really carry his team, that can draw a lot of inspiration. So that's why I agree.
Yeah. All right. So, uh, comment on below. Comment down below which one of us you prefer. Which
Me,
lineup do you prefer?
you prefer me
All right.
line up or and anything else? Just kidding.
All right. So I think that's the this is the we are at the end of our podcast. Again, I would like to thank our co-host, another addition to the Cross Court podcast team. We have
Thank you,
Arvin
Mr.
Clyde.
CC. Thank you, Cads.
Yeah, we had the technical difficulty. That's why uh, Clyde is beside me right now. But in our upcoming, hopefully, we still have more podcasts to come. Hopefully, we have a chance to cover some local talent because I'm
Yep.
looking forward
Hopefully,
to,
one of you could become our guests.
yeah, because I'm looking forward to cover to watch the Palarong Pambansa because my brother Coach Jess, shoutouts, will be
Shout out, Coach
playing,
Jess.
and I think that he wants to talk about the run. So I think
Hmm.
we might have our first guest in our uh, podcast, but
One
for
of the best
now,
coach in Davao.
yeah,
One of the best coaches.
we still don't have a name for our podcast, so you can give us a message or you can comment down below if you have any suggestions. But right now, you can catch us at uh, the Reels, the on our TikTok account and the CrossCourt on YouTube. You could also catch us at Spotify for audio listeners. So I think that's it. Do you have any shout outs before we end this podcast?
Well, shout outs to our potential viewers. The hundreds that will no the few viewers that will start watching us, and then the hundreds and the thousands, and
Yeah. So, but
hopefully.
this is just a passion project started by uh, Clyde and I, and but this is an interest of mine ever since the pandemic. So I think that any support will do. And if you uh, give this video or any platform that you would hear or watch this a like, and you could share this to your friends, we will give you a free t-shirt. I'm just kidding, but maybe not.
That could happen.
But
We'll see.
all right, so thank you, Clyde, for
Thank you.
being a co-host here in our podcast that has no name. So my name is Jewel Vangelio. His name
And
is Clyde Hoyno, Mr. AC, Mr. CC. Thank you for tuning in. Pow. Shout out to Ja.